In 2002, I got a phone call that would change the trajectory of my career. I had just joined Canary Marketing, which is a promotion marketing agency, and it was down in California. And for those of you who don't know what that means, promotional marketing is corporate gifts, swag, branded merchandise. And it's a really fun industry. I'd really fallen into the industry about 4 years earlier at a company in Palo Alto, which was right in the middle of the Silicon Valley and right during the height of the tech boom. And this was a really interesting time to learn a career and learn this industry because things were happening really quickly. Companies were going public one day and going out of business the next. The company that I was working for, which had been a small agency, was sold, and then it merged, and then it was also going out of business. And so I decided to move over to Canary, which had just been started by a former manager of mine. And I kind of got back to that like agency life, that small, creative, boutique agency, and it was really fun. And so we start building up a name for ourselves and getting our name out there and doing business. And the dust has sort of settled after the dot-com bust. And companies are starting to reemerge in a much more measured way. And tech companies are starting to reemerge. And I get this phone call from this young tech company in Mountain View called Google. And I pick up the phone, and I talk to this lovely person on the other end of the line. And she says, I've been asking around town to see who does the best swag, and your name has come up a few times. I need holiday gifts. And I said, sure, let's meet. Where's your office? Mountain View. When do you want to meet? Tomorrow? Great, see you then. I hang up the phone, and I turn to my colleagues, there were 5 of us, and I say, you guys, what does Google do? And none of us knew. We didn't know who they were. They weren't a thing yet. And so we looked them up, which nowadays you would say we Googled them, but back then we like AOL'd them or Yahoo'd them or asked Jeeves. I don't know if they were still around. So we looked them up, and I'll never forget this big white screen. It was so shocking in how different it was from everything. There was nothing there. There's no stock tickers. There's no weather, there's no ads. And I'm like, how are these guys gonna make money? And they did, they figured it out. So I meet with them, and we do their holiday gifts that year, and then we start doing a lot of their gifts. We do the gifts for all of their like product launches that they're building or acquiring, like Google Earth and Google Maps and Gmail and Blogger and YouTube, and it's really fun. I get to meet the founders in the hallways. I'm on campus a few times a week. And this really becomes like the highlight of my career. It's fun, it's exciting. And I feel like the first 4 years of my career have been leading up to this point at which I'll be tested, I'll get that call. And like, will I be ready? And will I sink or swim? And I swam, and I start building this team. And Google was just about to grow really rapidly right about then. And we had this opportunity to grow with them, and we did. And it was super exciting. I built a team to manage the business, and this goes on for like 5 years. And then a few things occur. I move up here to Portland. It had always been a dream of mine to come back home to Portland, where I'm from, and to open an office in Northwest. So I opened this office in the Pearl District. It was adorable. And then I become a partner and a co-owner at the company, at Canary. And so I now have these 3 roles, like these 3 big roles. I'm managing this huge account. I'm really dedicated to growing this Portland office because I want to be here. I want a presence in the Northwest. I care about this. And I have this new lens through which to view the company. As an owner, I'm thinking about brand, I'm thinking about marketability and growth, strategy, future. And I realize I can't do these 3 things all, and I can't do them well at the same time. And so I have to let go. I have to let go of managing this account that I love, that I've built, that I'm proud of. And I do. I hand over the reins to my account team, and they were ready. They did an incredible job. And that decision it's easy because it was the right thing to do, and it was the obvious choice. But it's hard to give up something that you care so much about and that you're so proud of, and to let someone else do it. It's kind of like someone's playing with your toys a little bit. But it's the right decision, and if you don't let go, you can't grow. And so I did, and I really entered the next phase of my career, the next chapter of my leadership journey, because I get to grow this office up here in Portland. And then this becomes the highlight of my career. I kind of fall back in love with my job as I'm building an office and leading a team of teams, which is a different set of responsibility. It's a different set of challenges. I make a ton of mistakes along the way. But I get to teach everybody, I get to teach my young account managers how to do all the things that I had learned how to do really well in those years at Google and in the years in the dot-com boom and bust. I get to teach them how to up-level their customer service, how to talk to CEOs and C-level suites one day and then engineering teams the next, how to talk to marketing teams and event teams and then a group of admins, and how you need to be a different vendor to all of those people. I teach them how to let go of their own teams and not micromanage, and let people grow and come up behind them and not try to over-control everything. And we grow this amazing Portland office. And so we do this for 10 years. And I get to another point just this past year where I realize that I'm sort of stalled out again. I'm not growing. I've built the Portland office to just shy of 30 people. I have gotten married and had 2 kids. And my husband has a business that he's running that's a family company. And his business is starting to shift, and it's taking on a new dimension. And he is going through a lot of the same challenges that I've been going through for the past 10 years. And he needs my time, and he's asking for my time and my partnership and help. And I realize I can't give that to him while I'm doing this other job. And then in our free time, we decide to get into commercial real estate. And we buy this building in part to put our business in, but we start to teach ourselves how to develop and manage commercial properties in our free time. And then at the heart of it, we have our kids at home who need us more, and they're getting older, and they need us more as they get older, as they're becoming humans, and they just need us. And so I realized that I have all these roles, and I'm not doing them all in the way I want to do them. I'm just triaging. I'm just making sure everyone's okay, and that nobody's dying, and that putting out fires at both work and office, and I realize it's time to let go again. And this one's a big one. It's my job. It's my career. It's 22 years in the industry, 18 years at Canary, and I left. I stepped down and I exited, and I handed over the reins, and I said, "You guys got this. You can do this. I'm ready to focus on my next chapter." And so my last day was in December, and I moved over and I joined my husband at Miracle Sign Company. And again, this was the right decision. I know this is the right decision, but it's hard. It's hard to give up what you love. It's hard to give up what makes you feel good. It's ego gratifying. It gives you everything, it gives you all the stuff that you need. And I walked away. And it was scary, but it's exciting. And at the end of the day, it just feels so right. And now I get to go back to this building phase, which I've realized is the part I like. I think I like to build companies and build brands. So I get to join my husband at Miracle Sign Company, and the fun part about that is that this has been a sign company since 1977, and we're totally rewriting the narrative. And we're emerging as this custom fabrication agency, which is really what we are. We make stuff. We make really cool stuff. So I'm one step closer to the manufacturing process than I was before, which I love, because I love the creativity and the product development and the ideas. So I get to do that, and I get to help build this brand and build this company and see where it goes, and I'm so excited about that. And I wouldn't have that opportunity had I not had the bravery to let go of something that I really cared about. So I ask you guys today, what is it that you need to grow? What's holding you back? Is it you? And do you have the courage to let go and grow?